Alright, I'm going to show you a day in the life of a time on the cattle set. We got to change this puppy out on the pole. Put that in my Bunco bag. Get my ladder down. Much better on a GoPro, but I don't have one. Thought about getting one though. Alright. So the ground is unlevel. Makes the job a lot harder. Now I have to come off the pole instead of the main line, but that's alright. Alright. We got ourselves a secure ladder now. Uh-oh. Lock my truck. Let's see. So many pockets, don't know where to put my keys. The struggle's real, guys. The struggle's real. Alright, I found it. Get my belt back on. Need to check my pocket. Put the belt on. Buddy of mine's having problems with channel 66. And now he's a Time Warner tech. He hasn't ever gone to the pole and checked. So do it for him. Since I'm already going to be up there. Makes sense, right? My job, a little dangerous. Some people get killed. The most dangerous part is between up and down. Once you get up here, you're safe. That's what the lanyard's for. Got that like that. On the pole like that. Clip on, and we're good to go. See, holds the ladder to the pole, and we lean back, we're safe. So now we can move around. Both of our hands are clear. It all works. All right, so we got a EQ right here. EQ at 23 value temp. My buddy says that this channel 66 ain't working, so we're going on with that. I have to disconnect him and the person across the street real fast. And you can see he's got stuck out. There's a connector. So I'll be changing that for him. This is how we do that. Cut the connector off. And we strip it. Oh wow. And at this point, since there's chalk in here, we call it chalk. Really, it's residue from water. He's had water in his drop. Now that can mean a couple things. That can mean that there's water in the tap. Or that can mean that he just got water in his line somehow. What I'll do is I'm gonna try and see if I can clear it up, maybe by cutting off a foot of cable. We want bright, shiny copper. And that looks a lot better. A lot better. My connector. Stick that on. Compression tool. And I use these cutters to trim that. It trims it to almost exact without having to do a lot of work. Get my 3/8 can wrench. No, that's not a 3/8. That would be no, I have a 10-in-1. All my tools. There's too many. Too many tools. Alright. I'll do this one hand instead of two. Got those broke loose. Back them all the way out. Alright, so there's no jumper in that, which means the plant just went down. So I have to hurry. Not quick, will cause an outage, and then we'll hear it from the maintenance tech. He's off. Bruce Brown Vider, he's on vacation, I think. So he's got a filling guy. And he's in Beaumont usually, so you'd have to come all the way from Beaumont, get here, and then realize nothing's wrong. So he would probably be mad at us. I forgot to loosen the new one before I got up here. Put it down for a sec. Need 2 hands. that's what it looks like on the inside. Stick that back in carefully. Make sure it goes flush. Get the screws started. Now the plant should be back up. Can't tell you how many calls we get today where nothing's wrong. Probably 6 out of 10 calls, nothing's wrong at the current time we show up. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong at all. I'm saying if it ain't broke when we get there, we can't fix it. How would we? I mean, it's like a car that knocks, and when you bring it in, engine's running perfect. Alright, so the next door neighbor needs a new fitting as well. They don't have much cable left. Get them prepped. Got no weather boots, so we're gonna make our own. That makes a weatherproof seal. Till the sun hits it, it shrinks to nothing. Another weatherproof seal. There's that one. There's that one. Stick them on. Torque them down. Pretty high up here. One thing you don't ever want to do is look down, because then you start to freak out. I'm gonna set up my magic box, aka my meter. a union barrel. Set that in my shirt pocket for later. He said 66 and 67 weren't working. So we'll screw that in. Make sure we get that pretty nice and tight. And then we're gonna go to level. I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably can't. We're gonna punch in 95. That's the channel that he is having issues with. Alright, so we show good on the pole now. I'll tell him when he gets home, everything on the pole is correct. He's got a 38 MER, no errors. Signal is positive 7.7. Now if we had like a -2, then we would say something's wrong. That's not the case in this situation, so. And just to be nice, we'll go check the end of this drop. It's not on our work order. All we got is a work order to change this, all this extra stuff. It's time consuming. They gave me 15 minutes to do this. But you know, I'm super tech, so I should be able to get all that done, right? Buckle. Now that I've undone that, I'm going to set you on my pocket so I can use both hands to hold on. Oh, stuck in a tree. Alright, so to clarify, we found a couple things that we normally find on a triple call. On what we call a special request order. So it's something I put in myself to do this. He's a friend of mine, so I told him I'd go ahead and fix him up. So you see this one here is corroded. Inside didn't look too terrible. It's been up there since 2007. Turn our meter off, conserve the battery power. We're done with the hard hat. And that. Actually, we need the meter. We're going to check it at the ground block. Hopefully, it ain't full of wasps. Let's see what we got. Time. It's noon, so that means that it is lunchtime. Plug that back in to turn back on. We always hit our house box. No sounds of wasps. Alright. So right now his house doesn't pass QC according to standards today. There should be a ground block. It should go from the ground block to the splitter. You shouldn't use a splitter to ground. I don't have all the time to fix all that. I'll just let him know he's a technician himself, so he can come fix this. We're not getting graded by a supervisor, so Really no reason. Mild suck out connector. We're going to have to cut it off and try again. Just like on the pole, we have to put fitting on. I seem to have run out of fittings on my body, so we shall go get one out the truck. Next appointment after this is at 2 o'clock. I've got an all-day appointment also that can be done at any time. Another view of the inside of my van. This is not the truck I always use. This is a spare truck. It only has half the shelves that a truck normally has, so those are wrong connectors. But my truck is a 2013. It's in the body shop. I put it in the ditch, so I can't discuss any more about that. Yeah, I wrecked it, so my fault. So work said, but anyhow, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is for educational purposes to you as for what I do at work. If I ever get one of those spy cameras, I could show you an irate customer, but that would probably be breaking some sort of law or something, so we can't do that either. But I'll just show you these little jobs like this. Maybe I'll show you a bad splitter or something later. Alright. So we got our union piece inside my shirt pocket here. Stick that back on here, and then screw that into here. Meter's reading all funny right now. This is channel 6. It's one of the low band channels. It's got pre-airs. Channel 95, the channel that he's actually watching. See, the channel 95 on the meter is not channel on the box. He's talking about channel 66 on the box. 66, 67. And then I think it's this channel here. Yeah. 97 is 65 and 64. The levels look decent. We're going to check this one here, 96, just to be sure. Let him know that channel 8 has a bit of a deal on it. Let's check a full scan. This will tell us pretty much everything we need to know about signal. So that looks like possible low wind roll off somehow. You got step up from amplifiers, I think. Pretty sure. The high side looks good. It's nice and level. Your levels need to be level. I'm not sure what's going on here. This could be because of that EQ right there. Could be causing that. See, it looks like that keeps changing. So we can do this 0 2. And then view, single channel. This channel here is gonna fluctuate if something is loose. So we can see here if it fluctuates. It's holding pretty steady at 8.0. Oh, we just bumped up to 12. He might have, yeah, there's something going on here. So let him know. There's no reason why he shouldn't get the channel right now. I mean, that's a possible problem right there, but that's a different department. So we're gonna give him a call in a little while and tell him what we found. I would advise him changing his drop. He says everything here is new, but found chalk in it. So. We torque. We're gonna torque the splitter. I know, guys, some of the cameras not even on what we're looking at. I do apologize. Like I said, I'm shooting this on an iPhone 6. I've been thinking about getting a GoPro. That way I can really give y'all the bird's eye view of what I see. Alright, guys, and that concludes this segment of video. This is pretty much what I do. I mean, as far as like going in attics, that's the only thing I haven't shown y'all. Maybe one day I'll do that when I feel comfortable. You know? Till next time, guys. Till next time. Alright. Put on my belt. This is my belt. See, it's just a belt. I got my safety lanyard. Supposed to have safety glasses on, but I forgot to get some this morning. Forgot to get some, but I got my gloves. Put them on. I don't think I really need them, but management says we do, so put those on. I'll put it on one hand. I don't need it on the left. I'm working with the left.